friends, we have a young man with gradual onset progressive pain in the mid back region. And he says gradually he started complaining of weakness in both the lower limbs, and now he presented to us with inability to walk. He also complains that there is loss of sensations in both the lower limbs. I will do a quick neural examination to decide what exactly is he suffering from. So if I ask him, I'll go for a simple sensory examination with him. So in case of sensory examination, I will be asking him the difference of the sensations roughly starting from the xiphisternum, and I will compare with the sensation in the upper limbs or the forehead. So आप बताएं क्या आपको ये दोनों जगह बराबर पता लग रहा है?
19-20 का फर्क है।
19-20 का फर्क है. So he says this mild difference. Now अब कितना फर्क है?
90-10
Right. अब
इतना ही है।
right. So he has decrease in the sensation, which is a subjective feeling right from the umbilical region, and we all know classically the sensory level for umbilicus is T10. So that is the sensory loss. Now we have the abdominal reflexes which can be elicited. They are superficial reflexes, and they are supplied from T7 to T11 or T12, and they are absent in all the four quadrants. The next superficial reflex is the cremasteric reflex, which is absent in this patient. And the last superficial reflex is the Babinski reflex, which can be elicited, and you can see the classical Babinski here, where on going from the little toe till the great toe, he has flexion going till the hip joint. So sensory loss from T10, superficial reflex is absent, plantars upgoing. Now coming to the deep reflex, I will like to show you two reflexes classically. The first one is the knee. For the ease of demonstration, I am doing from the left side of the patient. Ideally, everything should be done from the right of the patient. So this is the quadriceps reflex, which you can see. And they are supposed to be mild exaggeration. Coming to the ankle reflex, there are different ways of doing it. I am putting the heel on the opposite leg and doing it on the left side, and I can see that this is again exaggerated. And then we can demonstrate if there is a patellar clonus or not, which is absent on the left side and again absent on the right side. And coming to one of the early features that compression in the spine can have is an ankle clonus, which we can see whether it's there or not. So you can see there is an ankle clonus, but it is ill sustained. It is not a sustained ankle clonus on both the sides. So I can feel 2 to 3 jerks, but it does not sustain itself. So exaggerated reflexes, sensory loss below T10, absent superficial reflexes, plantars upgoing. On clinical examination, this young gentleman has tenderness at D8 and D9 level, and When we ask him for the motor power, you can see what all movements he has. इन पैरों को चला के दिखाइए. So he is barely able to move these limbs against the gravity. So we'll place it somewhere between 2 and 3 of great power in both the lower limbs, and it is almost a symmetrical presentation. So this is about the clinical examination. To keep the demonstration short, we have tried to cover the relevant points. In this patient, he did complain of bladder symptoms too, and some bowel complaints which are very non-specific. Rest of the discussions along with the imaging we shall carry on without the patient to maintain his privacy. Thank you very much.